What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. It's been a minute. I was at the Charlotte Classic this past weekend. So those are the clips you saw in the intro. Had a really good time, won the men's RX division. Went up there with Travis. He came down from Canada. We took first and third. Super well run competition, had a really good time. Even as like a spectator, like there's really good booths set up. And as an athlete, the programming was super good, super interesting. Definitely just a nice change from the stuff that you're typically doing in online qualifiers. So it was good to get another in-person individual competition under the belt. There's 5 events there. I took a first, fourth, third, and first. So it was definitely a good weekend, had a good time, felt really prepared for that, competing against some good dudes. Today, gonna be a little bit back and forth, so I'm gonna start my first session here and then head over to Milton Athletic Club to finish up. No one's there right now, and I have a snatch ladder, so it'll be nice to have all the bars, not have to change weights in the middle of it. But for this first workout, we got a 30-minute EMOM. Minute 1, 12-calorie echo bike. Minute 2, 6 sandbag cleans. Minute 3, 12-calorie echo bike. Minute 4, 36 drag rope double unders. Minute 5, rest. Just looking at this at first, it is a little bit aggressive, so that rest minute is gonna help. It's not aggressive time domain wise, like you should be able to get everything done very comfortably in under a minute, but these are all pretty high heart rate movements that are gonna start to blow you up over the course of 30 minutes. So like I said, the rest minute is probably necessary in this one. My main focus for this workout today is gonna be focusing on the sandbag cleans. So watching the elites go at the Charlotte Classic this weekend, I noticed a lot of different technique with the sandbag cleans, and a lot of the dudes who seemed to have the best time with it were treating it more like an actual clean and dropping under it after the hip extension, as opposed to how you would normally do a sandbag clean where you just almost roll it up your body from your hips. I'm not saying one is better than the other, but it's always good to be able to do different things, switch up your technique for the situation. And I'm always trying to learn new things when it comes to CrossFit. That's what's so great about it. So that's what I'm gonna be practicing today. I'm also gonna try to do some touch and go reps because I've never done that with a sandbag clean. I've never even tried. So I'm not sure that I will be able to do them in the workout or will choose to do them in the workout, but it's definitely gonna be something I'm gonna mess with in the warm up, see what it feels like. All right, boys and girls, I'm mostly warmed up. Gonna get started here in a second. If you've never used a drag rope, this is what it looks like. It doesn't spin. It's just like super light rope that catches the wind really easily. So it's a lot harder to just focus on wrist action like it is, like you can with normal double unders and even heavy double unders. You really kind of have to put your whole arm and shoulder into it. So they get really tiring really fast. They're definitely my least favorite form of double unders. And I would say double unders are probably my biggest strength in CrossFit. And I don't like drag rope ones. So it'll be good to work on them a little bit. They do suck though, and they make anybody look like they're terrible at double unders. Especially when you get tired, it kind of forces you into all of the things that you're not supposed to do while doing dubs. Sandbag clean is gonna be the main focus of the workout, but like I said, drag rope will get a little annoying. And then the bike isn't too bad, it's just 12 calories. With the high heart rate and the other movements, it might be not fun. Rest minute should kind of keep you in it. I think the bike will be okay in this one. Just focus on holding a easy to moderate pace, get those 12 calories done in about 45 seconds, and just get on to the sandbag cleans. Also, I did practice some touch and go. Didn't seem too bad in the warm up. With tired legs, I'm sure it's gonna feel way different. I'm still gonna try to do it for at least a couple rounds, but it is very new to me. I've never done that with a sandbag before, so might fall apart. Might have to just switch to normal to get through the workout, but I want to at least start that way, see if I can hold on to it. Here we go. On stars in the back of a beat up I wanna see the road. Okay, wow. That was a lot better than I expected. Stay touch and go the whole time. Honestly, like, blew my legs up, but I think it's, depending on the workout, a little bit easier than touch and go, which was why, or not easier than touch and go, easier than singles, which is why I wanted to try it. It's good to know that kind of stuff, good to have it in your locker, not have to try and learn it on game day. So probably wouldn't do it with much more than 6. Like if it was like 10s, I'd probably do singles, especially depending on the other movements. But yeah, went way better than expected. I did tons of squatting yesterday. Could definitely feel that today. My legs are pretty tired, like from the get-go, but they held up well. After doing it with the rest minute, I think it would be possible without a rest minute, but it'd be one of those ones for me that I would have to like be mentally preparing for, like since like the day before. It would be super hard to do that without the rest minute, but I think doable, at least for the same amount of rounds. So with 30 minutes with a rest minute, that's 6 rounds. So I guess you would do 24 minutes with no rest minute. It'd be the same amount of volume. I think it could be doable. It would just be pretty hard heart rate wise, and also the legs just get super blown up on the bike. But like I said, first session is not over yet. I'm gonna head over to Milton and get some snatches going. So let's go. All right, to get ready for session 2, gonna use the old Matty Frazier method. Just dump Gatorade sludge into a water bottle until it's almost undrinkable, but get the sugars and carbs back in the system so my legs will work for these snatches. All right, here at Milton, I already did the first piece, which was 10-8-6-4-2. Forgot to turn my mic on, so I'm gonna talk over it real quick. These were not meant to be super heavy, just focusing on the technique of cycling touch and go squat snatches. Typically, they're a little bit harder for me technique-wise than cycling touch and go power snatches. Just trying to keep every rep looking the same. You see on the 185 for 2, on the first one I had to walk it out just a step. Wasn't too bad, fixed it on the second one, which is kind of the purpose of doing this, fixing little things like that. That is about it for that first piece. Just a little bit of technique, warm up some snatches. Then we're gonna go and get to a snatch ladder here in a second. All right, so next piece, we have every 5 minutes for 3 sets. 7 snatches at 115, 5 snatches at 135, 3 at 155, 1 at 175. Kind of sprint ladder practice. I've done snatch ladders a lot heavier than this in the same kind of rep scheme, like every 5 minutes or so. It's usually less reps, but these lighter weights, it's gonna be a lot more of a sprint focus. So it's not necessarily gonna be easy. I bet by the time you get to that 155, 175 bar, legs, back are gonna be a little bit torched. So just gonna be staying mentally present, understanding I'm not gonna miss a 175-pound snatch, even if my legs are burning a little bit. Like I said, this will be more speed practice than strength. But since we're here at Milton, we have tons of bars, so I'm gonna go ahead and set a bar up for each one, and then we'll go ahead and get started. All right, we got 7 at 115, 5 at 135, 3 at 155, 1 at 175. That blew my legs up. So those higher reps kind of forcing you to go touch and go because they're lighter weight too. It gets exhausting. That 175, that 155 and 175 bar is like the crux of the ladder for sure. Just how fast you can mentally just get to it and pick it up. Definitely gonna get slower, but I have 2 more sets. So just gonna try to hold on to a still somewhat sprinty pace and finish up session 1. Ooh, okay, I really blew up in that one. Started doing singles like halfway through the 135 bar. Legs were just so smoked I was gonna hit a wall really bad, or I guess I did kind of hit a wall, but once I did go to singles, I kept them moving about as fast as I could. I didn't wait around too long, so it's okay. 1 more. Also, if any of you guys are thinking about getting grip tight thumb tape, don't, it's terrible. It's the worst thumb tape I've used by far, and it's like one of the most popular brands. I've been using this other brand, I forget what it's called, I'll put it on the screen, in Post right now. Whatever that one's called is way better, but I got a bunch of grip tight, try it out, and it just does not stay on my thumbs at all. It comes off like the first minute of a workout, so if you guys are thinking about that, don't get grip tight. Oh, committed to singles a little bit earlier in that one, and it was faster than the second one, so that sucked a lot though. My back and legs are toast, so I'm gonna clean up here and head home, get some food in me, get these videos downloaded, and then we'll get into session 2. I'll see you guys then. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back at the barn. I'm about to get into the next piece. I've already mobilized a little bit, but here in a second I'm going to warm up the specific movements. But we got some 2-2-2-3 intervals, 15 calorie echo bike, 6 burpee box jump overs, max effort bar muscle ups. 2-2-3 intervals, I think it originated from the games. Basically 4 AMRAPs, first 3 are 2 minutes, the last one you get an extra minute, so the last one is a 3-minute AMRAP, 1 minute rest between each one. So each AMRAP is going to start with 15 calorie bike, 6 burpee box jump overs, and then you're gonna do as many bar muscle ups as you can in the time remaining. I saw this workout on Instagram from Joshua Beaker. He's kind of blown up on Instagram over the last year or 2. So you guys might know him. I personally hate him, as anyone would when you see someone on Instagram who's a little bit fitter than you. So I have a vendetta against him. I'm gonna try to beat him in this workout. It'll also be a good workout for me to practice because while the bar muscle ups are your score, how much time you have on those and how tired you are on those is a super big factor in this workout. And 15 calories isn't too many. And recently I've been feeling like I kind of only have 1 speed on the air bikes. So I've been doing a lot of 40-minute EMOMs with the air bikes. It's getting my endurance up on those a lot. But I feel like I only have 1 gear. Like I did a 21:15.9 the other day and just did the whole thing at the same speed. Felt like I couldn't go any faster. And it was completely reliant on the bike, so I would have liked to have been able to kind of push that a little bit, and I just didn't feel like it was there. So I'm going to kind of use this today as a way to find that next gear, practice it a little bit, not blow up obviously, because you need to crank those burpee box jump overs out and then get right on the bar. Especially in the first one, you're going to need to start with a big set. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, I'm going to warm up the specific movements now. All right, I did like a mock round and my legs are smoked, so cards are not looking great for us. Coming for you, Joshua.
Go back in time, so I can raise up this family again.
Ah, fuck. Might have come out a bit hot.
her cheeks, leading down to a delicate collarbone. With the judgment of your mind,
Okay, my nemesis beat me by 4 reps. So I got 50, he got 54. I did 16, which was unbroken. I did 11, 9, and 14. So really where I lost that workout is the last round. In the 2-2-2-3 interval, you should really be shooting for your biggest round to be your last one, because you have that extra minute. But like I said, my legs blew up. My arms blew up too, but I think I could have figured out how to hold on if I had enough time. But the Echo Bike really got me on that one. I mean, it was definitely a bar muscle up workout. That's where all the fatigue is. That's what your score is, obviously. For me to get better at that workout, easiest way for me to get better always be better on the Echo Bike. So I'm really happy with that at the end of the day and yesterday. So just a lot of volume. I've done the Echo Bike already in session 1. So just a little smoked, but that was a super fun workout. Glad I did it. And we got one more piece and then we're heading home. All right, whew. Boys and girls, feeling jacked after that. I have a humongous chest pump, forearm pump, all the pumps. That was a lot of bar muscle ups, but on to the final piece. When I wrote this last night, I was going for something that would be approaching failure or impossible, which, to be fair, I understand impossible is only relative. Matt Frazier would do this in his sleep. I also wasn't taking into account how I would feel after yesterday and today. I think this is gonna be very hard, but it's all movements that you're really not gonna like hit failure. It's just gonna be the compounding effect, especially on the mental state, because we do have a 40-minute EMOM. Here it is, EMOM 40. First minute, 15 calorie ski. Second minute, 15 GHDs. Third minute, 150 meter run. Fourth minute, 15 wall balls. The reason I wrote this a little bit harder than they normally are is because when I started doing 40-minute EMOMs, what made them hard was just the fact that it's 40 minutes, but I've been doing them 3 to sometimes even 4 times a week. So they're starting to become a little bit more normal, which is really good. That's the point of doing them, getting that continuous moving stimulus. But normally I'm going for 2 to 3 of the minutes having about 45 seconds of work, and then 1 to 2 of them having about 30 seconds, sometimes even less depending on what the other movements are. So you almost still have like a mock rest minute in there. But this one, I mean, maybe the GHDs are kind of that minute, but after the ski, I don't think that that's gonna be the case, because that's basically just too aggressive, like closing of the hip movements. I think typically the GHDs would be that movement with 15. It's gonna take about 35 seconds. If it doesn't take longer, it'll be more fatiguing than it typically would. So I don't think the GHDs are gonna be necessarily a fake rest minute in this. It's really just gonna be a mental game today. It is Saturday, resting tomorrow, so just gotta keep moving. I hope the legs don't give out on me. The wall balls or the running. I would imagine if it was gonna happen anywhere, it would happen on the run or wall balls. I'm gonna try to avoid that, and I don't really need to warm up for this, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. Here we go. All right, my legs are gone. I have no juice. Body's running on empty. I definitely need some carbs right now, but I don't have any. I'm gonna give it everything I got, which isn't much. I'm gonna get as far as we can. 10 seconds. Just gotta do that 9 more times. I'll see you guys in about 20 minutes. Give myself something to shoot for. Okay, minute 20. Here we are. You guys can see that. That's like, I'm focused, but oh, holding up. Just gotta keep it going. I know my ski doesn't look pretty, but a high stroke rate's making this a little bit easier, so. All right, I'll see you guys at 32. And then we got 40, baby, come on. Minute 32. 2 more sets left, 8 minutes left. Here we go. '40th minute, done and dusted. Camera's on the brink of death, so I'm gonna be quick here, but I'm so happy about that. A couple things happened. One, I overestimated that a little bit. It was definitely an easier workout than I thought it was gonna be. Fresh, that would have been pretty easy, which I thought fresh, it was gonna be really hard. But I was torched before that. I really just didn't have any energy. Just walking around, pulling the skier out. Did a couple strokes and I was like, I have nothing to give this. I don't even think I can row like a 1200 right now, or ski a 1200. That's one of those times you just have to remember, like, everyone has bad days, everyone has pieces that they want to skip when they're feeling tired like that. And you honestly, you might not regret going home early, you might not regret skipping a piece. You might even feel better the next day. You definitely will never regret just getting it over with, just doing it. You'll always feel better after that. There's never a time where you're gonna think to yourself or wish that you didn't do something that you didn't feel like doing it at the time, and then finish it and just be like, I wish I would have just gone home early. So you're always gonna be happier if you just get it done. And that's super easy to forget, especially at the end of the week. I'm feeling the whole entire week right now absolutely scented on the one before that. That was a pretty big adrenaline dump. Muscle fatiguing, just told myself to get over it. I'm really happy, just started it. And then like you guys saw, I kind of gave myself things to shoot for. I knew if I could get to the 20th minute, I could finish. So, in those movements, in that EMOM format, I knew I could get to the 20th minute. So, just adding to lessons learned every day. Super happy with today, even though everything didn't go my way, didn't execute on everything perfectly. That's what training is for. Days like this make the days when you're competing a little bit easier. So I'm super happy with that. I hope you guys like the video. I like making these longer ones. They're fun to edit and film and just kind of talk about each piece separately. So like, comment, subscribe. Please share this with anybody you think will like it, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.